Welcome to Season 3 of SkillCast, the podcast by the London Organisation of Skills Development. I'm Nurbanu, I'm your host. I'm beyond excited to kick off another season of powerful insights, real conversations, and game-changing skills. This season, we're leveling up, bringing you deeper conversations with experts and visionaries who are redefining success. From mindset shifts to must-have skills, we're unpacking what it really takes to stay ahead in an ever-evolving world. So if you're ready to learn, grow, and be inspired, you're in the right place. Let's get started. Welcome to SkillCast.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me here and giving me this wonderful opportunity.
So how do you like to describe yourself to people?
I'm a grad student at Northeastern University, almost going to complete in a week. So, and my origin is back from India. I come from the south of India, which is mostly Bangalore. And then I've been born in different states, so you can call me, culturally vibrant background that way. But and then I've been living with my parents for like 25 years, and then 2 years back I was the first person in my family to move out overseas. So that's like a kudos to my family. They are very proud, and I'm just like here to keep them, do something for them basically.
Yeah, it sounds like the pattern break, like you're the change maker in the family, that you want to go out of your comfort zone, do something different, and it's cool. I like it. So why did you choose America?
Well, the kind of profession I wanted to get into, which is the technology, I think America is the hub of the advent of technology, right? I was getting more into the tech side, the software side, and my experience back working at Accenture as a data engineer gave me, a little bit of exposure to what I wanted to pursue as my master's. And so I had two options, but then I landed up in America because A, there were a lot of opportunities, and B, my dad was inclined to, for me to pursue my career here because of the profession.
Nice. What do you specialize in?
So I have specialized more into the data side. So I am my profile is more towards the data engineering part, where if I go into tech, it's more of trying to understand the kind of data I'm dealing with, refining them, and then processing them in using different technologies. And now that we have AI, I think that's like a boom to helping a lot data in more way. You can automate so many stuff now just by telling ChatGPT or LLM, do this, do that, and it's going to give you the results. So that way, I think, data and AI is what I am more focused on now. And I'm excited about the work my projects especially.
Okay, so tell me more about your project.
So I can talk about my current project. So I actually have a very deep inclination towards the working with the healthcare solutions. So one of the challenges, which according to my research, which we came up, was usually these the physicians have these lengthy clinical notes. So these clinical notes are about 8,000 to 6,000 tokens. Tokens are basically words. And every disease that people encounter, be it pneumonia or any kind of cancer, so everything has a definitive medical code. So right now what the process is that every medical code is manually detected from these clinical notes. But right now, the project I'm working on, we're trying to tell the LLM, which is the large language models, to try to figure out what are the most important and relevant medical codes out of these clinical notes. So, I can imagine the scale of efficiency here, because manually it's prone to errors, but when you're telling the LLM to do it, it is giving the results. So right now, in my current analysis, I feel when we're trying to validate, most of the time I myself am fascinated to see, oh wow, the result is actually right given by the LLMs. So that's the work, one of the use cases that I'm working on. And the second one is summarizing the clinical notes again. So basically clinical notes have the personal data the one which I'm working with is de-identified data, so we don't really know who we're working for. It has more about the medical history, the kind of medications, and it's everything is in detail. But what the summarization part does is it consolidates the main point and probably helps the physician to just know what is important. So that's the current project I'm working on. And if there's any specific thing you want me to talk about, I'd love
Tell me a
to.
little bit about the more ChatGPT side of things.
So, ChatGPT is basically one of the large language models. But right now, what we're working on Llama. So, how these? Okay, so the technicalities go into that these are transformer-based models, and every model has its own special way. As in, if I'm dealing with a clinical set of data, I have to deal with a model which is trained on that data. Because if I'm dealing with another set of another model which is not familiar with clinical data, it's not going to give me the expected result. So most of our current project research went on trying to see which model gave the best results for the medical data. So these large language models, just ChatGPT is just something which, I would just say it's just like, a sample, or it's just like a playground for us to play. But the actual thing is when you deep dive in and try to learn and see what every model does, that is the magic of it. Be it like, maybe in the fashion industry, people are just looking for that kind of models. But right now, since I'm working on medical, it's really fascinating to see how the models can be trained so well.
Are you one of those people that gets involved in the training?
No, not yet, because these models are very, they require intensive, I think, resources. So with my laptop and just with the kind of resources I'm limited to, I cannot train these models on a large scale. And these models are trained in millions and millions of data. So they require a huge computing resource. And all these really good companies, like the one which I'm working at, Meta, and the GCP, the Google Cloud platform, has this Vertex AI, where they already have these pre-trained model in their systems, and they just tell us, okay, you're going to pay us, and we're going to give you a model which is already there. So it's all about how much money you can trade off or how many credits you can get. But I haven't worked on training a large data, but definitely a sample set of data. I have worked on those.
So what is it that you want to work on in the future? Where do you think you're going to lead now, based on your project and all your experience?
Right. So I think, me talking about the healthcare part, that's where I'm kind of inclined to move towards. I feel it has a lot of scope, but it also have a lot of risk. But I deeply feel that if there is something which is going to come out of any kind of solution, which is going to come out, is going to give a significant impact to the people. And I think that would really be satisfying for me to see something which is really impactful to the people. And Boston being the hub of all these research, I'm just looking forward to if I can contribute something here itself.
Amazing. It was so lovely meeting with you. And I really hope that you find your dream job.
Of course, thank you so much.
In your field, because you've got so much passion in like AI and in healthcare and things, and I think it really sounds like that's the direction that you're leading towards, and I hope someone finds that shining personality to add value in someone's business. So thank you so much.
Sure, thank you so much for having me here and giving me this opportunity.